Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and well, I'd sort of forgotten that Master Lock did bike locks and disc retainer bike locks at that. I just sort of forgot until I saw this on eBay and I sort of snapped it up. I've got a few details on here which are interesting. One, it says that it's trying to get it in camera, it's sort of awkward, but this is a security level 10. So yeah, okay. So it comes with 4 keys, which is quite generous. Limited lifetime warranty. Sounds a bit oxymoronic, but okay, fine. It's got all these other bits down here. Class A VDS, I've never heard of that one. Sold secure, secure by design. Those ones I have heard of. They're a police thing in the UK, I think. I don't know what this one is. I'm trying to read it through the camera because it's so small. No idea. Probably couldn't pronounce it even if I could. But yeah, it's got a few things on there. It just says U-lock with hardened seal shackle, universal carrier bracket supplied. That's really all it says. Fair enough. 10 security. Looking at this, I mean, I've seen U-locks with much thicker shackles. I have a Sterling one, actually, which has a whopping great shackle on it. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's something like 16 or 18 millimeters, which is, yeah, interesting. This one just has a standard sort of shutter design, and here is the key. Pretty standard stuff. I think that it's a 7 disc retainer, or somewhere thereabouts. It says failing to lock it back together. I didn't think it was that hard, but unless I've got it the wrong way around or something like that. Maybe. Oh, it's directional. Who knew? Okay, well, I've learnt something already. So yeah, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got something stuck my thumb there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think. Okay, so to pick this, we are going to be using a modified Sparrow's disc detainer pick. Here we are, the Sparrow's disc pick, and I've filed this one all the way down a little bit because a lot of these locks are very deep in the keyway, so you'll get a bit of light in there for you. Maybe you can see how deep that is. Pretty deep, isn't it? So I played around trying to find a way I can put this into a vise, and I just couldn't. So I'm gonna have to go in. There we go. Try and get all those discs zeroed. Go in by hand, just using my disc turner. I made that. It's got some nice steel pins. I really like this one actually. Chromoly tip, sorry. And here is the disc pick. So we're just going to try and get that down the center of the keyway like that. Turn and get some tension now. Trying to get a neutral position where I can access all the discs and the tip not get sort of stuck as I'm doing so is somewhat tricky because it's hard to center this in the lock. It's got quite a wide open keyway, but that's about right. Okay, so seems to tension, well, bind from the bottom, so let's try and find a disc, which I think is 7, and it's binding. Nice little tiny click out of that. Okay, next one is 6. There. Trying to get onto the disc. There you go. It's slight binding. I'll leave that one for now. I couldn't feel much on it. Same with, oh, that's a bit more on 765. 4. 3 is binding quite heavily now. Must have set some into the correct positions. And then I think that's the last one. And that is, oh, are we open? Oh, we're open already. That doesn't normally happen. Normally I have to go through that a few times. Well, there you go. Okay, so that's interesting. I'll keep that on camera. Normally takes me about 3-4 minutes. That took under 2. I'll be honest and say that's definitely the quickest I have picked it. Maybe it's because I picked it a couple of times before I started to film this lock, and of course you do memorize it slightly, but you know that isn't great. The feedback's pretty good in this. That being said, and I will be fair to this lock, whilst I would argue whether it's really a 10, because that would to me put it in the leagues of some of the best bike U-locks out there. This is as good as it could get. I don't really think it probably is, but is this worse than a lot of other brands out there? And you know the main brands that do these D-locks, and no, not really. I mean, it'd be good if it was only rear tensioning or only center tensioning. That would help, but it's not much worse, or if indeed any worse, than a lot of other bike locks. And I mean, I'm only talking about its anti-pick. I've got no idea about its physical security. I'm sure it's fine, but yeah, whilst it was a relatively simple pick, it would be dishonest of me to say that it was any less easy than similar locks of its kind. So it's sort of fine, but this is, I think, a tad misleading. At least that's my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts. I do read all the comments and I reply to as many as I can. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you like this video, leave a like. It really does help me out, and I appreciate all of your time, and I'll see you all next time.